calendar photo shoot. I can't wait for January, June and September. EastEnders, in half an hour on BBC One.
Big One show tonight, viewers. We have some of American football's best cheerleaders in to help us kick off day one of this year's Rickshaw Challenge.
And we have Doc Martin himself. Martin Clunes is with us. Should we see if he's arrived?
Yeah, just see now, yeah.
And then I wrote A Tale of Two Cities, which was an enormous success. Oh, yeah,
nice. Well, he seems to be fine.
I haven't got time.
Studio Evans, now.
Welcome to the One Show with Alex Jones.
And dancing Chris Evans, yes, before they perform in front of a sellout crowd of 80,000 at Wembley on Sunday. The Jacksonville Jaguars cheerleaders are here to help us raise hundreds of thousands of pounds for children in need.
Also here to lend a hand, Seven is a man who used to behave badly, but we can assure his wife, regardless of what you saw there before the titles, he's been disappointingly well behaved so far. It's Martin Clunes! Hi, Martin. I know she's great.
Hi, Martin. Where's your dancing? Huh? Where's your dancing? Never mind, never mind. Martin here is in to talk about his brand new film called Nativity Free Dude, Where's My Donkey?
Please!
And I hear, Matt, you might well have the answer. Save me.
Yeah, I think I have, Al. I think I have. Hello and welcome to Blackpool. And indeed, Martin, dude, I think I found your donkey. By the look of his sign, it looks like he's looking for you as well. But goodness me, let me say that Martin's face here pretty much sums up the day that we have had in this year's Rickshaw Challenge. Goodness me, the weather that we have faced, I think it's actually the worst weather that we have ever had. We've been up some extraordinary hills as well, and to be fair, all we've managed is an average of kind of 5 miles an hour. 3 hours ago, we were stood in a supermarket car park 20 miles away, wondering whether or not we were going to make it to tonight's programme. But all I can say is thank goodness the One Show is on at 7:30 tonight. Now join us later when we will have a very emotional welcome for tonight's last rider. Right, Martin, come on, let's get you back to your owner.
Oh,
all right.
It's cold there, doesn't it? Thank you, Matt.
Matt's Martin. What about our Martin? Martin, if you don't mind, would you tell everybody at home how they can support the Rickshaw this year?
Indeed. To donate £5 to BBC Children in Need, text the word TEAM to cheerleaders 70705. No, that's not right, is it? I shouldn't read those bits, should I?
Let's do that again. Let's go right back.
Okay.
Let's go right back. So, OK, this is why we should rehearse. I've always said it. Always said it.
It's improv, come on.
Yep.
Right, to donate £5 to BBC Children in Need, text the word TEAM to
70705. Lovely.
Or, hang on, or to donate £10, text TEAM to
70710.
yeah, like a Swiss watch.
Thanks, Martin. Thank you.
I've just realised this is the rehearsal. Right, text will cost your donation plus the standard message rate, and all of your donation will go to children in need.
You must be 16 or over, and please ask the bill payer's permission. For more information and full T's and C's, go to bbc.co.uk/PEDC.
Right, with all the fireworks going on this week, got us thinking, what if we sent one of these? What is this?
There
this
it
is a standard issue One Show drone. When you work on this show, you get a pass, a BBC pass, and one of these. OK, we send one of these up into the middle of a display of giant fireworks.
Yes, now, a display made up of beauties like this. Hold it, hold it. Be very still, Martin, very still.
OK.
Today we're going to try something that will show you fireworks like you've never seen them before.
With the help of this drone camera, we're hoping to film the fireworks up close and personal. From 400 feet up in the air!
Firework displays have become more and more elaborate. That's because of a growing number of professional pyrotechnic companies using sophisticated software to design and fire the displays. Chris Pearce runs Jubilee Fireworks. You've a bit of an Aladdin's cave here. Is this the stuff that you would send up in the air?
It isn't. These are typically consumer fireworks carry, the kind of thing that you would use in, say, a school November display. If you want to see the really big stuff, let's walk this way.
Now this looks like the big artillery.
Well, that's exactly right. In fact, Carrie, these are called aerial shells, and they're fired from mortar tubes. It has a bag of gunpowder at the bottom there, which we call the lifting charge. It has an electrical igniter that goes into that point there. So this is lowered into the tube. We then send an electrical signal into the firework. It launches, the gunpowder lifts the shell out of the tube, and it bursts in the sky with hopefully spectacular results.
Master of computer design is Andrew Wiggins.
On the screen we've got a waveform, which is the music, and at various points on the waveform, that's where we'll be putting fireworks.
The software allows the music and the fireworks to be perfectly synchronised. It's all about precise timing.
Well, every firework has got a pre-lift time, and that's the time from when you fire it to when you see the effect happen. If we have to back time something by 5 seconds or 3 seconds or 2, well, the program will take care of that.
Andrew can picture this computer spreadsheet as a full-on display in his head, but he also has a way of helping clients to see it too.
We have a piece of software that will give us a visual representation of what we want to see.
Wow! They're the backing singers.
It's clear using software like this allows designers to come up with more and more elaborately choreographed displays. But how does that translate on the ground and in the air?
I've come to Southport with my drone so that we can see the British Musical Firework Championships. Now we want to see how we go from a virtual display on a computer screen to a big noisy one up there.
Mike Jupp runs All Star Fireworks, one of this weekend's competitors and former winners. He's making final preparations for his display. What are you doing exactly here?
Basically, we're doing the test to make sure the electric igniters are all connected properly.
These wiring stations are linked to the electrical igniters, which set the fireworks off. The boxes, in turn, are connected to a computer, which controls the whole display. As day turns into night, we're ready for liftoff.
OK, drone, it's your turn to go up into the heart of the firework display and show us what you can see.
All we need now is for the computer to start the display. From the ground, it's spectacular. From the air, it's magical. The fireworks are computer controlled, so the drone knows exactly when to be in the sky to capture the best shots. The big fireworks are detonated between heights of 400 and 800 feet. The drone flies closest to the low exploding fireworks with spectacular results. Truly amazing.
Very good.
What a view.
Good shots, eh?
Very good shot.
Well done, little drone.
Yes, very good.
Really good.
And the cheerleaders liked it as well.
Shall we send a drone into the cheerleaders? OK, not yet. Not yet.
Let's talk about your new film, Martin.
All right, let's do
Nativity
that.
3. So
Yes.
there's been 1, 2. This is the new
I like the way you say
instalment.
it's my new film, like I'm always making films.
Now, you play somebody who works for Ofsted. You
Yeah.
go to a school and there's a donkey in the school. Now, why is the donkey central to the plot? Explain all.
Well, OK, so I turn up at the school with my tiny daughter and they think I'm a teacher. They don't realise I'm an inspector. And I'm trying to get the donkey, push the donkey out of the school, give it to the donkey catcher, and whilst I'm pushing him on the donkey box, he kicks me in the head. So I lose my memory, and I forget that I have a small daughter. I forget that I'm a school inspector. I forget what Christmas is all about. And I forget that I'm getting married to Catherine Tate on Christmas Eve in New York.
Yes.
So Mr. Poppy, who's a regular character in the Nativity films, plus the children, decide to reteach me my life and Christmas and my loves through the medium of flash mobbing. So it's just one of those films, basically.
Well, here's the moment where they try and reteach you about the Nativity.
I'm going to have a baby.
No.
Who is?
Joseph.
This Joseph?
No, I'm not having a baby.
Mary's having the baby.
Mary's having Joseph's baby.
No, Mary's having the baby from the fella in the sky.
Santa?
No! God's the father.
Who's God?
He's the man in the sky with a big beard, lives in the clouds.
Well, that is Santa. You said that was Santa, and he flies.
No, Santa's the guy with the reindeers. God's the guy who just whisks about on the clouds.
Everybody flies in this.
Literally. Now, what we heard about the script is that the lady who puts the script together, there's not that many words anyway because it's a lot of improv.
It's all improv.
It's all improv.
Apart from the songs, it's all, there ain't no script.
So there's no script to learn anyhow.
No.
And it was your job to have lost your memory.
Yeah.
So this was the easiest job in the world.
This is an actor's, yeah, kind of.
So you went to work having to be paid, you had to not know anything.
Well, all the rest had a sort of schedule that sort of one line, like Mr. Shep and Mr. Poppy take the children, blah. But I wasn't allowed that because I had to have forgotten my memory. So I'd turn up every day for work. I wouldn't know what I was wearing, what I was doing, who I was talking to, or what was going to happen at the end of it.
Perfect.
So once you release, jump off the cliff, all you can do is fall.
Best job in the world?
It was a terrific job, yeah. And we shot it last year, and I'd seen nothing of it until last Sunday at the premiere. And we saw it, and I sort of, recklessly took all 15 of my family, and we went to watch it. And fingers crossed and everything. But I'm so proud of it. It's really funny, and because of the first two films, there's a sort of. There's a confidence to it, and it's big, it's massive. We steal a steam train.
You do? It'll definitely get people in the mood for Christmas.
Oh, it's so Christmas.
And there's loads of really gorgeous children.
Yeah, it's got a big heart
But they say
to it
never
as well.
work with children and animals, so you had this big donkey in it. How
Listen,
did that work out?
I've worked with Neil Morrissey. A donkey's nothing.
Ass, donkey, whatever. He's on in a bit. We better be
Rude.
careful. But lots of child actors. Now, you come from a dynasty of actors. We've got a picture of your mum and your dad with somebody very special. Here we go. Look at that. Who's that on the left there?
That's Julie Andrews on the left. That's my dad in the middle, and that's my mum on the other side.
So how come your dad is being sandwiched by your mum and Julie Andrews?
Well, it was a different time.
Oh, how we missed that.
My dad took over from Rex Harrison in My Fair Lady. And, Mum, I think Mum did some... She was very beautiful... modelled in some of Julie Andrews' dresses from the... We've got pictures of those lying around somewhere, yeah. But it was quite an exciting... It was a big glitzy thing for... my dad was quite a serious Shakespearean actor, so this was him dabbling with popular...
You look very happy there.
Yes.
OK. Nativity 3, Dude, Where's My Donkey, is out next Friday.
And hopefully in by next Friday will be Team Rickshaw.
Oh, very good.
See?
Very good, Dan.
Who are
very
close
well
to
done.
today's...
Show's picking up.
They are apparently close to today's finish line in Blackpool. And here's Matt with highlights of what happened today.
Day one on the Rickshaw. And we started bright and early this morning in Salford, the home of BBC Breakfast.
How are you feeling?
I'm very excited.
You ready?
The aim of our Rickshaw Challenge this year is to travel 456 miles to Walford, the set of EastEnders in Elstree.
We're off and running. We're closer now. We're closer to London now. That's it.
But one of our riders is missing. Just days before the challenge was to commence, we received the sad news that Flo, who suffers from a double liver disease, took ill and had to go into hospital.
I'm really sorry I wasn't there this morning to start off a rickshaw challenge, but I've been really sick this past week. I've started getting better, I'm at home now, and I'm recovering. It's going to be a tough challenge. I just want to say good luck to all of you.
And so we needed a Team Rickshaw substitute, and it comes in the shape of John.
17-year-old John Dunwell was diagnosed with a rare kidney disease 5 years ago, which drastically changed his life. It left him feeling exhausted and needing dialysis.
I always wanted to be a footballer. I had dreams of playing, in like big teams, but that didn't quite work out. If I'd have been put forward for this challenge a couple of years ago, I wouldn't have been in no fit state to do it. I wouldn't even in a sort of fit state to go to the shop and back.
In 2011, John was lucky enough to receive a kidney transplant and has since been on the road to recovery.
To now think I'm sat on a bike with Matt Baker doing the Rickshaw for such a great cause is just wonderful. Feeling quite emotional because it's my biggest challenge yet, but I'm ready to conquer. So come on people, get your phones out, get them wallets out, let them moths out and just get donated to children in need. Please, please, please donate.
Next up, Matthew braves the rainy streets of Bolton.
Just half a mile left, OK? 5 more minutes.
But the biggest challenge of the day remains ahead. Coming out of Bolton, Jess takes to the saddle once more, and her task is to ride the rickshaw up our first major hill.
Big breaths. Come on, Jess. Come on, Jess.
And it's the public support which spurs her on.
£10. Thank you both very much indeed. You're really, really close, Jess. What went through your mind as you were going up there?
That I need to get to the top of it. I just need to keep pushing. But I felt like giving up, but then thought, no, I'm not giving up.
Your mum is bursting with pride. But I guess you knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Come on, Jess.
Come on, Jess.
All the way, absolutely super job.
Done it.
I thought, you know what, we could be in trouble here.
I thought them hills, I didn't think physically or mentally should be able to do it. But I am so proud of her.
Of course you are, of course you are.
There's my little Jess, my little star. It's so heart-wrenching. I love you. I love you too. Thank you.
Well, John basically didn't think that anybody was going to turn up and see him tonight because it was so last minute. But how wrong could he be? Because look who is here. It's John's family and the transplant team. Catherine, Mum, come on over here because, listen, your boy is a very emotional lad. He was very close to tears when we worked out last night that he was going to be the one crossing this line. What's it going to be like for you when you see him coming down this pier?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just like really proud of him right now of what he's been able to achieve just from the first day.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know what I'm going to be like all next week when I'm watching him on telly.
Yeah. And how did your life turn around when you obviously found out that he had this rare kidney disease?
We were all devastated when we found out that he had this kidney disease because he was such a happy boy, and then like he couldn't play football with his mates anymore and couldn't do all the things that he should have been able to do at his age.
Yeah. Well, listen, he is such a strong character and he's doing everything that he can to stay active, and that's what Children in Need supports him in doing with Transplant Sport UK. So if you are thinking of donating, do it right now and join us soon when you'll see John coming down here, and no doubt they'll have a lovely reunion.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Matt. The Rickshaw Challenge already rocking, day one and already rocking. Job. Right now, tonight, not only do we have cheerleaders, but we also have beer leaders. In August, Neil Morrison set One Show viewers on a brew off challenge.
Yes, the results are in, and you've made him a very happy man.
What makes the perfect pint?
I've been searching for it all my life. I've even had 1 or 2 goes at making it myself. But could the answer lie with a One Show viewer?
We asked you to send us your recipes for Britain's best pint of home brew. And it's fair to say, a lot of you know your beer. So who made it through to the final 3? Teacher Anne from Oxted in Surrey with her hopping mad spicy summer ale.
I started brewing when I was at university. It's a great hobby and I love it.
Software developer Ewan from Pitlochry in Scotland with his Wedding Days Pale Ale.
I like my beer, and I guess other people in the area like my beer too, because even the local pub is asked to sell it.
And retired IT manager Malk from Derby with his Dandelion and Burdock Summer Mild Ale.
When I retired a year ago, I decided to throw myself into all-grain brewing, so I joined a brewing club and I've never looked back.
They've all come to the Brigstock Beer Festival in Nottinghamshire, where the One Show Brew-Off is being held. All our finalists have got to impress me and fellow judge, beer sommelier and writer, Jane Payton.
So, what are we looking for today?
Well, number one is drinkability. Do I want another glass? Also a bit of imagination and something out of the ordinary, something that you can't get in the pub. But really importantly, balance to the beer, because you want to have the ingredients balanced.
So, well, let's get drinking. Tasting.
First up is Anne, who's based her brew on her favourite food.
I love the flavours of Thai food, so I decided that it would be a really good idea to try incorporating them into a beer. I add some homegrown chilies, the zest and juice of some lime, and some grated fresh ginger, and it makes it really different.
Time for Anne to serve up a bottle of her best.
Shall we?
What I like about that is the ginger really comes through on it, but it's not too overwhelming. It's a spicy beer, and I would be very happy drinking that with a curry.
For me, I'd probably like a little bit more chilli, you know. I want to feel some pain.
Next up is Ewan, with his Wedding Days Pale Ale.
My nephew got married this year and he wanted a special beer created. So we used family-sourced ingredients, which include locally grown hops that I grew in a garden last year in Scotland, including honey from my brother-in-law's community bee garden in Hitchin.
Oh. Nice. You get that real bready kind of smell coming off it, don't you? Here we go.
Oh, wow, that's got a hop kick, hasn't it, to it?
That is an absolute little Bobby Dazzler.
Time for last orders. Final competitor Malk is giving a traditional drink an alcohol-infused spin.
I've created a basic mild recipe, but left out the chocolate malt in case it clashes with some of the other flavours. And I add dandelion root, burdock root, licorice root, cool it, drain it, and ferment.
Ooh, snap, crackle and pop.
Absolutely. You really get the licorice when you pop that in your mouth.
Oh, you do. You really do.
That's sherbet dib-dabs all along. Yeah.
3 fabulous beers, but which is Britain's best? It's time for the verdict. The winner of the One Show Brew-Off is... Ewan. We both agreed Ewan's locally produced wedding-inspired beer could have been brewed professionally, and certainly had us coming back for more.
What a terrible film that must have been to make. The Great British Brew-Off. Come on, there's a show waiting to happen there. When was the last time you were out with Neil?
A couple of weeks ago, we did a thing for testicular cancer.
Stand up to cancer.
Feeling nuts seemed a good use of us.
All right, OK. Then we got a picture, actually. This Channel 4 thing, wasn't it, a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, where's that?
Where's the boys back together again?
Oh, there they are.
Oh, yes, that's us, yes.
How did it feel to be back on the sofa again?
It was like time literally hadn't passed. It was such a happy time, that show.
Really?
And just sort of sitting there with Neil, even though, you know, in our 50s and those Stella cans now have water in them, but we used to have beer on the day. But it did feel like, and we had Simon and I wrote a sketch, so we had, you know, Rolls-Royce lines to say. So it was nice. It was very nice. It was a good, you know, a good way to sort of put us back together again.
Yeah, bit of closure. Bit of closure there.
There you go, bit of closure.
Bit of closure.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's it. Off.
Done.
Yeah.
All right. Well, news just in.
Yes.
The Rickshaw is arriving in Blackpool as we speak. Matt, how's John doing?
It is arriving right now. Come on, John. Give it some beans, my man. All the way down. This is the end of a 51-mile journey today. And there he is. Go on, Mum. Yes, Catherine, Mum. Get the whole family in. On you go. What a lovely surprise for John. He wasn't expecting this at all.
Well done.
John, Bonnie lad, how's that for you, mate?
All right.
Yeah? You were slightly emotional, obviously, last night when you heard you were going to ride the pier tonight, and how does it feel?
I don't know. It's quite a shock still, but yeah, it's great.
And Mum, How proud? How can you? I mean, your tears pretty much put all of this into it. Just come round here because you're hiding behind there. This face says it all.
Really massively proud.
Yeah,
and
of course
just hope that this, I just want everybody to just donate and just make a huge difference, because just him having a transplant has made a huge difference to his life. Being able to do transplant sports has made a huge difference to his life. Having the transplant team here as well is just...
It's everything to you, isn't it? John, can you unclip and get off? Because we've got another little something special for you to do as well. Oh no, just Team Rickshaw are allowed on the one show, on the Rickshaw. Just jump off. There you go, mate. You're all right. You can manage. Because come and have a word with Richard. Richard is the main man as far as the illuminations in Blackpool are concerned. And to be fair, we had to meet him while we were here because, do you know what? It looks pretty dark, doesn't it, over there in Blackpool at the moment?
Yeah, it does just a little bit. You can see the tower from the distance, so we knew we was getting closer and closer to...
Do you know, we're going to turn the lights on. We're going to turn the Blackpool illuminations on. So come on, let's have a big 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go on, pull that lever. Pull the lever forward. And there you go, look at that. Now that is what Blackpool should look like. But to be honest, we're not going to be here for long, so enjoy it. Now let's have a little look at the map. This is where we're going to be going over the next few days. I've got a soggy version here. I'm sure you've got a much more pristine one in the studio. So Saturday, first thing in the morning, we're leaving here. We're off to Preston, then we go to Southport, then we get to another pier, which will be lovely. That's Liverpool. Sunday, we've got leaving Liverpool first thing, Birkenhead, Macclesfield, then Northwich, Buxton, then Monday, Buxton all the way to Nottingham. That is live from Nottingham Ice Rink, and I think we're going to be joined by Torville and Dean. But goodness me, what a day we've had. We're now going to get back, get sorted, get some kit washed, get dry, have a bath, and do it all again tomorrow. Hope you can join us. Honestly, follow us online.
Brilliant.
Top job to all of Team Rickshaw today, especially as super sub John. And a reminder to donate £5 to BBC Children in Need. Text the word TEAM to 70705.
Or to donate £10, text TEAM to 70710. It's a 5 and 10 thing there.
You could go 10. Text will cost your donation plus the standard message rate, and all of your donation will go to Children in Need.
You must be 16 or over, and please ask for the bill payer's permission. That's almost it for tonight. Now, Martin, you haven't bonfired yet this year. Are you going to go back home tonight, finally?
I'll get a fireplace fire, limited, controlled.
Okay.
50s.
Very nice.
All right, well, never return to a lit fireplace. No, you can, of course. It's very safe. Martin's brand new movie, Nativity 3, out next Friday for Christmas. And the great thing is, it starts off in a school in Britain and ends up in New York, like all the best Christmas movies ever. The Jags take on the Dallas Cowboys at Wembley at 6 p.m. Sunday.
Go Jags! We will see you on Monday with Sir Terry Wogan and Mickey Flanagan. And do watch out for The Great War and Elegy. It's on tomorrow, 8 o'clock on BBC Two. Have a great weekend.
Wave to that one there, everyone. He's shaking. Pom-pom.
Hello, I'm Riz Latif with your 90-second update. The government's claimed victory in a row with Europe over a budget surcharge. Ministers say the £1.7 billion bill has been halved and they have more time to pay.